Hey guys, so I want to go over some daily. I want to go over some daily visual habits that you can do to improve your eyesight naturally, just like I did. Going from about over minus two dioptres to now seeing pretty clearly at all distances. So there's some things you should stop doing, and things you should practice daily. Without strain, of course. To do every day to slowly improve your vision, right? To get back to seeing clearly the way the eye is naturally supposed to be. So, of course, I'm talking about myopia, right? That is the strain to see at a distance. So, number one thing I want you to do is to stop squinting, right? Which is, you're trying to see something at a distance. It's a little too far away, so you manipulate your eyes in a way to try and make the picture a little bit more clearer. I'm also talking about trying to manipulate your eyes in a certain way to try and basically allow that to be a little bit clearer. So the thing is that yes, you are going to make it clearer for maybe a second or two, of course, but this is only going to compound the problem. It's only going to compound the strain. It's only going to make your vision lower at an accelerated rate, okay? And you can feel this by the more you'll find yourself doing this, you'll start to feel the pain in your eyes, right? That pain is an indicator of strain, which means you're using your eyes incorrectly. So we definitely do not want to compound the strain, right? We definitely do not want to accelerate the rate at which our eyes become more myopic, right? So that's number one. Before I go into number two, I want to say this. If you have about 2 diopters of myopia, right, you can pretty much go without glasses, I believe, in my opinion. For the most part, of course, you can keep them in your pocket, in your back pocket, in your bag or whatever. Keep them on you so that when there does come a time where you need to see something in the vision, in the distance, I should say, you can quickly put them on, to see that. Let's just say you're at the train station, you want to see the train departure board or whatnot. You can quickly put your glasses on to see that. Okay? And then once you're done, you want to take them off. I'll go into why a bit later, but the reason being is that glasses discourage the natural use of the eye, okay? So it's only going to slow your progress. If you have over 2 diopters, I'd say try and get a lower prescription by about 1 diopter, I'd say. You can get by with that. Believe me, you can. So there are websites you can go to. You can put in your details, your prescription, and you can get glasses sent straight to your house for a decent price, I think. So I'd say do that. You still want to be safe when you're driving, when you're doing something that requires, a good vision. Of course, you want to put them on. But, wearing them 24/7 when you really don't need to use them at all, especially when you're looking up close, looking at your phone, maybe working your laptop where you don't really need it, then yeah, take them off. There's no need to wear your glasses all the time. It's just a bad habit. It encourages bad habits, bad visual habits, which are going to slow your natural progress. Or should I say your natural improvement progress, right? So that's the next thing. So the number 2 thing you need to stop doing is staring, right? Looking at something really hard to try and make it clearer. Again, that's another bad visual habit. Your eyes are not supposed to see that way. Your eyes like to dance. Your eyes like to move. Staring lowers the vision. Every time. Okay? When your eyes are good, when your eyes are healthy, a person with good vision never stares. Okay, even when they're looking at a very small object in the far distance, the eyes are still have very small micro movements. Okay, your eyes need to move in order to see clearly. Once the eyes are still, your vision lowers. Okay, this is a fact. Facts. So that's number 2. Those are the things you should stop doing, right? I'm going to get into the things you should start doing. But I just want to say that your optician isn't going to help you, okay? All the optician does is treat symptoms. The symptom being a blurry vision, right? That's how the Western medicine system works. Yep. They treat symptoms. They don't treat causes. The symptom is your blurry vision. The cause is a strain, a mental strain in the mind, right? That's causing the images to be blurry. Natural vision improvement is about treating the cause, okay? Once you treat the cause, the blur will be gone. The symptom will be gone. Remember, we are improving our vision mentally. Okay? This is functional. This is not organic. You're not going to improve your vision by taking an eye drop. You're not going to improve your vision by taking a supplement, right? We need to mentally remember how the eye is supposed to see. And we practice habits in a way that the eye is naturally supposed to see. And when the eye practices the way it's actually supposed to see, the eye relaxes. When the eye is used in the proper way, the eye relaxes and removes the mental strain. And when the mental strain is gone, the blur is gone. When you use your eyes incorrectly, the eye doesn't relax. The eye strains. The mental strain causes the blur. Okay, so I just want to reiterate that. That's the ultimate goal, is to remove the mental strain, okay? And the way to do that is by relaxation. You relax by using the eyes in the way they were supposed to be used. Myopia is a functional, mental problem. So, anyway, moving on. A daily practice you can do is to look only at a small portion of the thing you're looking at. So just say, I don't know, you're looking at a car from about 10 meters away. Don't try and look at the whole car at once, okay? And try and make the whole thing clear at one time. What we want to do is we want to look at a small portion of the car. And only that portion that we're looking at should be the most clear, right? So just say you're looking at the wing mirror. Look at the wing mirror of the car. And mentally, that should be the most clear part of the car that you can see. And everything else, every other part of the car should be slightly blurrier. Not super blurry, but slightly blurrier, right? So that's the way I want you to practice vision throughout the day. Only look at the small portion of things and make sure only that small portion is the clearest part of what you're looking at. Mentally remember that. Because that's how the eye is naturally supposed to see when it has good vision, okay? You have a whole picture, you have the peripheral on the side, and at the very center of your vision should be a very, very small point of clarity. And the smaller that point of clarity is, the better your vision is, okay? Of course, people with good vision, they don't notice this because their eyes are constantly moving. And when your eyes are constantly moving, your point of clarity is constantly moving, right? Scanning across the car, for example. And all those signals that your eyes are receiving or sending to the brain makes up millions of mental images that are put together so it looks like it's clear at one time, which it really isn't. Remember, the eyes are the receiver. The brain is what puts the images together. Okay? So remember that. That's called central fixation. Only a small, very, very small point is supposed to be clear, and that's the point at which you're supposed to see best. Everything else outside of that should get blurrier and blurrier and blurrier until you get to the outside of your peripheral vision, which is supposed to be the blurriest, right? And in order to make up a clear picture, your eyes are supposed to dart about and move. Maybe not moving in like wide swings. It could be very, very small movements. So small that you don't even notice them. That's the way the eye is naturally supposed to see. Like I said, when you use your eyes in the natural way it's supposed to see, it relaxes the eyesight, relaxes the mind, and that is what's going to improve your vision, right? It's going to remove the mental strain, take the blurriness away, using your eyes in the correct way. Staring, and your eyes are still, it's going to lower your vision. This is a bad visual practice, and you can prove it to yourself. You can, stare at a point for extremely long time. Don't blink, don't move your eyes. You'll notice you'll start to become more and more blind. As soon as you blink, as soon as you move your eyes about, then boom, it becomes clearer again, right? This is a fact. Your eyes want to move. Don't stare. Your eyes love movement. They love moving about and they love seeing things that are moving. Things that are moving are clear to the eye. Things that are still are harder for the eye to see. So, daily visual habits, that will help you improve, okay? Like I said, wearing glasses 24/7 discourages the way the eye is naturally supposed to see. When you wear glasses, that central fixation, you're no longer seeing that way because the glasses make the whole image clear at one time, which is not how the eye is supposed to see. When you're not using your eyes the way they're supposed to see, remember, that's straining. When you use your eyes the way they're supposed to be used, that's relaxation. That's what's going to improve your vision, relaxation. I think those are the points I want to make. So, like I said, I will be maybe explaining each point in more detail in separate videos, right? But for now, that's what I want you to do. And again, try and reduce your prescription as much as possible, where you can still function in daily life, okay? Wearing as strong a prescription as possible is only going to prolong your improvement. Or prolong your cure, I should say. There's nothing wrong with your eyes if you have myopia. Your eyes are perfectly fine. You just forgot how to use them. And that's causing strain in the brain, right? The strain is what's causing the blur. Every day.